Over IRS Notice CP75D. This is a notice that you might receive from the IRS if they are conducting an audit and need more information to supporting documentation for your tax return. In doing a little bit of research, this generally is used for people trying to claim the earned income credit, where the IRS would need additional documentation. So we're going to go through this notice. We're going to talk about what you need to do to keep your tax situation intact, what happens if you don't respond in a timely manner, and where you can go to get more information. First, let's start with looking at the information in the upper right-hand corner. You'll see the notice number, CP75D. This is tax year 2016. The notice date is from January 28th, 2019. There's a social security number and contact phone number. On the left-hand side, you can see this would be where you would expect to see your name and address. If you've recently relocated or changed addresses, you'll want to update the IRS with your new location. You can do that by filing the change of address form, IRS form 8822. And we'll put links in the show notes to resources we've created on how you can file that form. So let's take a look at what this letter is trying to say. So looks like they're auditing this taxpayer's 2016 Form 1040A. As we now know, Form 1040A doesn't exist, but even though the form itself doesn't exist, this letter still does. So, and it still means that the IRS is going to audit your tax return. So this is their written notification saying that this is the information they need to support items that you claimed on your return. And you need to send copies of information that supports these items below within 30 days of the notice. You can mail it, you can fax it, and then you can call. There's a contact phone number if you need more time. And then here's a list of the audit items. So earned income credit, there is a form 886H EIC, which basically is a list of documents that you would need to send to the IRS to claim the earned income credit. You'll want to make sure that the documentation shows that your child met the age, relationship, and residency tests. Could be claiming dependents, could be claiming filing status. You would need to submit the documentation to show that you're eligible for to claim a dependent, or to claim, in this case, head of household status. Wages and withholding, the American Opportunity Credit. So these are different examples of items that might be identified in an audit, and this notice should contain the attached forms that you would need to send to justify your credit or whatever you're trying to claim. So the IRS will review that information. If it supports your tax return, they'll go ahead and process your tax return and close out your audit. If it doesn't, then they'll send an audit report that walks through proposed changes. You still have a chance to go back and forth with the IRS. So that's just because they send you an audit report doesn't mean that you can't appeal that. You can, just not in this context. And there should be an enclosed documentation that walks through your appeal rights. We're going to circle back to this link just a second. You can also request assistance from the taxpayer advocate. That's an independent organization within the IRS that helps protect taxpayer rights. This is the response form. It's on page 3. You should send any correspondence to the address listed on the response form. In this case, it looks like it's the same as the letterhead address, but it's not always the same. But you're going to want to complete the response form because it actually has a checklist of the things that you're supposed to send. So keep that in mind. And now we're going to take a look at additional information on the IRS website. So basically, you'll want to review the notice with your tax preparer, review the rules for claiming the EIC or whatever else you might be looking for, and then frequently ask questions, right? So we select some for examination, to determine if income, expenses, and credits are reported accurately. By the way, the IRS won't tell you this, but the earned income credit is, because it's a refundable credit, it is on any time that someone tries to claim the earned income credit, there's always an increased risk of an audit, simply because refundable tax credits are one of the most abused tax benefits. So the IRS really tries to make sure that people that are claiming refundable tax credits have in fact submitted the proper documentation to show that they've earned those credits. So you can expect a higher than normal. Will you always get audited? No, but you can expect a higher than normal audit occurrence. Particularly if the documentation, if you didn't submit documentation the first time around, then the IRS will probably ask you for it. An audit doesn't mean that your tax return won't be approved. It just means that you may need to submit additional documentation that the IRS is looking for. So you should be in a position where you can do that pretty handily, and you should be able to respond within 30 days. However, there is a chance that you might not, and so there should be a way to be able to address that through the IRS. Generally speaking, if you can't get a hold of the IRS on the phone, I do encourage people to actually go to their IRS office, their closest office. Whatever you do, don't let this sit there. This doesn't get better over time. So, generally speaking, the only way it gets better is if you kind of push through the process to make it happen the way that you want it. So in this case, you should be able to just get out of the audit by sending the supporting documentation to the IRS. If they agree with it, they should be able to close it out. So that's all we have for this video. This notice, it's pretty straightforward. It should be straightforward in terms of providing you a checklist of what you need to give to the IRS. So we'll put links in the show notes to some of the forms, to the resources on some of the forms that we've created articles and videos for. So if you like our articles, please subscribe to our newsletter. If you like our YouTube videos, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. And as always, if you have any questions or comments, or if there's another topic that you'd like to see in an upcoming video, please hit me up in the comment section. Thank you very much and have a great day.